I beg your pardon, would some honourable member care to move that the House take note of miscellaneous business? The Honourable Antolli.
Dr. Seuss said, all alone, I'm a good reader. Whether you like it or not, alone is something you'll be quite a lot. Now, I had actually found that quote, which I thought was reminiscent of the Labor leader. I thought that summed up Mr. Shearer perfectly, but actually now I'm thinking that that quote also applies to two of the Labor members sitting there on the bench together as to how they're going to feel in the co-defendants in the court case. So maybe we could apply Dr. Seuss's quote about being all alone to the whole the Labor caucus.
Point of order, the Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr. Speaker, can I take it, seeing you are allowing this member to refer to the court case, we can talk about John Key's appearance as a witness here?
Order. I must confess the noise was so loud I couldn't actually hear what the Minister was actually saying. So all I'd ask is the House please come to reasonable order. The House has had a few laughs, but it's time now to be able to hear members in this general debate. I cannot rule if I cannot hear them. The Honourable Antolli.
Mr. Speaker, in continuing that line from Dr. Seuss about being all alone, he also said, you can get help from teachers, but you're going to have to learn a lot by yourself sitting alone in a room. Can I suggest that that is a good lesson for the leader of the Labor Party, especially in light of the changes that have recently been made to their constitution. But Mr. Speaker, I don't want to spend any more time talking about the other side of the House. I'm really pleased to be standing as a member of the National Party led by John Key, whose economic leadership has placed this country and its people in a very strong position. 1% inflation, the lowest level in 12 years, the lowest level of inflation in 12 years. So this means that the everyday cost of living, as measured by our consumer price index, is increasing at its slowest rate in 12 years. At the same time, we're seeing floating mortgage rates at about 5.7% at their lowest level for 45 years. Now, those figures cannot be disputed by anyone in this House, and that means that under the economic leadership of this government, New Zealanders are seeing they're able to save more, they're able to pay down debt, and they're able to get ahead. While inflation has been falling, the economy is starting to grow moderately in the last quarter, 1.1%. So the future is looking brighter for New Zealanders under a John Key-led government. And of course, we know that John Key set out for this government recently 10 areas that, under better public services, 10 results that he wants to see this government achieve by 2017. I just want to talk a little bit about what's happening for crime, because we have set for ourselves a target to see that crime is falling and our communities are safer, so that we want to see a reduction in the crime rate by 15%, the violent crime rate by 20%, the number of youth appearing in the youth courts falling by 5%, and then reducing the rate of reoffending falling by 25% by 2007. And the announcement today of the work that the police are doing in addressing the drug problem, the growing drug problem in this country, shows that we are well on track. We are well on track to achieving those targets. As a result of that operation today, the police seized, under the proceeds of crime, 14 residential properties worth $4.5 million, over $4.5 million, 8 cars worth $260,000, 9 bank accounts were seized with an estimated $353,000, and also a boat worth $40,000. So this message is sent using by the police following the money. You've got to follow the money. If we want to address crime and these criminal organisations, we have to follow the money, and this shows the work that our policemen and women are doing. In addition to that, of course, I announced yesterday, as part of the work that Corrections is doing, record numbers of prisoners involved in education and record numbers involved in work and employment, learning those skills that they need in order to go back out into our communities, because the majority of our prisoners do come back into our communities. The majority of them do come back.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. The Leader of the Opposition.